It's a beautiful day here in the Mile High City as we welcome you to Coors Field. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Colorado Rockies. It's Rockies baseball next on the show. German Marquez will be on the mound for the Rocks. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Now in the box, Gene Segura. He will lead this one off today. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. These Rockies guys, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Looped out towards short. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. Previous history with German Marquez, not great. He's 1 for 8. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. Hernandez makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, Dero, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Off the plate at 94, 1-2.
1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First pitch of the at-bat. And right into the shift. Hampson from shallow right. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And now the Rockies will go on offense for the first time. No score. Aaron Nola is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a 4-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, curveball, and change. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. First offering on its way. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, Matty, yeah, this is time right here, Dero. You'd love to win this 4th game of the series. They drop game 1. They come back and win games 2 and 3 of this set. Nothing they'd like to do more than win this series 3 out of 4 and win this one here on the finale.
Yeah, Dan, they gave away the first game, but they were able to win Friday night and Saturday night. A chance to take 3 of 4 and finish the weekend off strong.
Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I know they love what Ian Desmond brings to this offense. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. His past line against Aaron Nola. He carries a .345 batting average. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Here's the first pitch to him. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Murphy, a native Floridian. He was a 13th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Liner in there for a base hit. Around first, he's digging for second.
Batting third, the right fielder, Charlie.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch on its way, and he squares up on this one, deep to straightaway right. Harper is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Here's Nolan Arenado. He drove in his club's only run a night ago.
Nolan Arenado.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground to short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Rockies strand 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Previous history with German Marquez. He's just 1 for 6. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. First pitch coming. Here it is. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Third, Arenado. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Trevor Story. We get it, big-time power, but also adequate on the defensive side. Taking over after Troy Tulowitzki left couldn't be easy, and Trevor Story did a heck of a job.
Now at the plate, JT Realmuto with 10 runs batted in on 5 hits in the series. He's a guy to keep an eye on in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to Murphy's in time, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Andrew McCutcheon now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch popped up. Murphy is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He's been a non-factor in the series. No hits to this point. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this will be fouled away. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Bottom of the second here with no score. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Batting 7, the center fielder.
Stepping into the box, Ian Desmond is ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Liner towards second. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Murphy with a dive. It's in time. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard.
A really nice play by the first baseman right there. Two parts to this play. Does a great job of knocking it down with a dive, and then a good feed and a flip to the pitcher, just like you work on it in spring training, PFP, pitcher's fielding practice.
In now, Maikel Franco, as he'll get caught reaching on a first pitch slider for strike one. That batting average up in the stratosphere here to begin play. 6 home runs and 11 RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. The bases are empty here with 2 gone, and it'll be the pitcher up next, Aaron Nola. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Story throws it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
The Rockies are due to hit in the third, and they're looking to get some momentum going with the bats. This is a group that has had trouble doing so all season long. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Iannetta, the native of the tiny state of Rhode Island. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate. Hey, nice AB right there with the pitcher coming to the plate. Your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little Billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Into the box, German Marquez. This will show bunt, but pull it back for ball one. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Iannetta gets his lead at first, nobody out. And this is going to get foul, so now Bud Black has something to think about here with 2 strikes. Bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. Throw won't get him.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Standing in, Garrett Hampson. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Standing in now, Daniel Murphy will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. From the belt, the pitch. And he'll fight this one foul off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
The right fielder, number 19.
Into the box now, Charlie Blackmon flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Yeah, give me the same at bat. As you stride to the plate right here, give me the same execution. Just get something in the air. You got a chance to take the lead right here. Don't try and do any more.
And a ball 1-0. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. 1 run scores. And they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here with still only 1 away.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel to the ball right there, able to get that one through. It picks up an RBI, hard hit, and a well-deserved run batted in.
Stepping in now, Nolan Arenado, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he misses with it, 1-1. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And it's 1-2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a fourth.
A swing and a ground ball to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Into the box now, David Dahl, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he takes strike 2.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
Here's the 0-2. didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Into center field, line drive, base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Very frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And in to hit next, the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. First delivery to him on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way. Harper is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. On now to the top of inning number 4. Rockies lead it 4-0. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
0-1, here it comes. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. There to take it is Desmond, and that's the first out. Digging in now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat. Fly ball right down the line in left. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Here's Bryce Harper now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. That gets down, and the Phillies' first hit of the game is going to be for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
The first base.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
In now, Rhys Hoskins. And he puts it on the ground to second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Striding in once again, Ian Desmond. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so It'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
And he lays off for ball one.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in now, the catcher, Chris Iannetta. First pitch on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. And that misses. 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Fouled off. Hit out towards second. Hernandez comes up with it. And there's out number 2. Now batting, Herman Marquez. He, of course, no slouch at the plate, as he, in fact, took home the Silver Slugger Award for National League pitchers a season ago. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, strike one. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Hernandez gloves it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense, and he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. He said that although he's not against swinging at the first pitch, today they're doing so way too often and at well-executed pitches. As a result, 6 of their at-bats have resulted in outs on just the first pitch.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready now, JT Realmuto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And the pitch.
Zero.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Realmuto, 28 years old. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
2-2.
Hit out towards second. To his left, Hampson. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. Here comes the first pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. Now the relay home. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. Iannetta puts down the tag. He is out at home plate.
Up next for Philadelphia.
With 2 outs, I totally understand sending him there, but with only 1 out, you've got to be pretty positive about getting him home safely. Could have been a whole lot better than what they're working with now.
Standing in now, Michael Franco, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Grounded to third. Arenado has it. Throw to Murphy, will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. They're down 4-0. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up steps Garrett Hampson to bat.
The second baseman, number 1.
First offering on its way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. The 1-1 home. Is a fastball down below the knees.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Daniel Murphy will be next. Fastball in there, 3-2.
Full count.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box, Daniel Murphy. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he misses again. 2-0.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Now the 2-0 home. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Around first is Murphy taking the turn for second now. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, You knew he was determined to get the third, and he made it happen.
Ready once again, Charlie Blackmon. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Bouncer to the left side. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
You know, Hero, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're caught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Into the box now, Nolan Arenado, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Blackmon, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Back up the middle. Segura for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Couple of hits lead to one in the inning for Colorado. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Rockies lead this one 5-0. Nick Williams will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
For Philadelphia, number 5, Nick Williams.
A bouncer up the middle. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Gene Segura standing in. 0-2 on his line thus far.
Segura.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. The relay. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Just classic confidence at the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark, you expect to catch a couple barrels.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. For that and missed. Here's the throw. And they'll just tag him here for the out. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Line drive to left. Dahl is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Juan Nicasio enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 12, Juan Nicasio.
In now, David Dahl coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this. only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Harper is there and he makes the catch for the out. Stepping in, Trevor Story. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder.
Now at the plate, Ian Desmond. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball foul down the left side.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The 0-2 delivery. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. And now Bryce Harper. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle. It's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 0-1 the count to Bryce Harper. A wave and a miss made him reach.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
Pulled toward right center field. Desmond will back up and put this away for a long out number 1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded to short. Story scoops it up. And that's the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one bounds around against the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
First delivery to him on the way. In tight with the curveball. Backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Now the 1-0. Heading out towards shallow right. Blackman is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Phillies strand 1. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
The catcher, Chris Iannetta.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
0-1.
And Iannetta can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2 now. Now the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that. Fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good chance he's punching out right here.
Fouled away. And here's one that misses, so the count runs to 1-2 now on Iannetta. Shoots this one over to first, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Get him on.
Digging in, Herman Marquez. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
He's set, and the pitch. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The batter,
At the plate, Garrett Hampson, 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. First offering on its way. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold a glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Stepping in now, Daniel Murphy. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2. Runners are at first and third, one away. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. McCutchen going back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Second home run early in the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it just like he did there.
Standing in now, Charlie Blackmon. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Oh and 1, here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 3 runs already home here. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan.
Stepping up to the plate, Nolan Arenado. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. There's Segura. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Another good inning for the Rockies, and Blake Street might be beckoning for 1 or 2 of this bunch. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. So coming to the plate, Odubel Herrera. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulled toward right center field. Desmond has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Michael Franco. He was a ground out victim last time up. '50th pitch of the game on its way. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. This is popped up. Marquez has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Scott Kingery will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 4, Scott Kingery.
And it's fouled away. The 0-1. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Into the box now, Gene Segura.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit on the ground out to short. Story picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. 1 left for Philadelphia. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Jose Alvarez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Jose Alvarez.
So striding forward now, David Dahl. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, no balls and a strike. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. 2-1 to David Dahl.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, Trevor.
At the plate, Trevor Story, who could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch, base hit up the middle.
In now, Ian Desmond, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. In prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez, he's 2-for-3. The 0-1 pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Story leads off first with 1 away. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Even count of 2-2 to Ian Desmond. Here now the 2-2. On a line to shortstop. Throw back to the bag, and the runner's back in time.
Now batting, catcher, Rick.
Digging in and looking for more, Chris Iannetta is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. This will kick up against the wall now. In to score is the runner from first. Make it 9-0.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Into the box now, German Marquez. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Well, his guys just gifted him with a 2-out RBI, and now he's got a chance to help himself, too.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Hit in the air down the left field line. McCutchen is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Rockies do get a run in the inning on this RBI double. Last chance coming up for the Fightin' Phils. It's the Rockies 9 and the Phillies nothing. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. Starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit out towards second. Hampson has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Digging in, Bryce Harper. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Dunk is there to put this one away, and perhaps an over-anxious Harper is set down on the first pitch he sees. Striding in, Rhys Hoskins. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. Blackmon on the move, but this will land untouched. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up at knots, and the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. Colorado led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. German Marquez takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Rockies, 9 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Rockies combined for 10 hits as a team as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 9-0. In the standings, the Rockies sit in third place in the National League West Division, while the Phillies are in third place in the NL East. The Cleveland Indians combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the visiting Braves 1-0. As of right now, the Indians sit in last place in the American League Central Division, and the Braves are atop the National League East Division. The Washington Nationals swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they manhandled the Marlins 11-4. Entering the day's action, the Marlins sit in last place in the National League East, and the Nationals are atop the division. The Cards got the best of the visiting Mets 3-2. At the start of the day, the Cardinals are in third place in the NL Central, while the Mets are in fourth place in the NL East. The Chicago Cubs sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 8-6. As of today, the Cubs sit in first place in the National League Central Division, and the Diamondbacks sit in last place in the National League West Division. The Dodgers grabbed the 4-game series sweep as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 6-4. It was their 5th straight victory. Heading into the day, the Brewers sit in last place in the National League Central Division, while the Dodgers are atop the NL West. the Pittsburgh Pirates defeated the visiting Giants 6-5. As of right now, the Pirates are in 4th place in the NL Central, and the Giants sit in 2nd place in the National League West Division. The Reds smacked 15 team hits as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 9-2. In the standings, the Padres are in 3rd place in the NL West, while the Reds sit in 2nd place in the National League Central. The Kansas City Royals allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 4-1. Entering the day's action, the Yankees are in 2nd place in the AL East, and the Royals are in 3rd place in the AL Central. The Red Sox allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 4-1. At the start of the day, the Rays sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, and the Red Sox are atop the division. The Twins put together 10 total hits as they blew out Baltimore 10-1. They stayed hot with their 10th in a row. Heading into the day, the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division, and the Twins are in 1st place in the AL Central. The Chicago White Sox completed the long 4-game sweep as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 3-1. As of right now, the Tigers are in 4th place in the AL Central, and the White Sox are 2nd in the division. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 9-3. In the standings, the Angels sit in 2nd place in the American League West, and the Mariners are 3rd in the division. The Oakland Athletics took down the visiting Blue Jays 3-2. At the start of the day, the A's sit in 4th place in the American League West, while the Blue Jays sit in 4th place in the American League East Division. The Houston Astros earned the 3-game series sweep as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 4-3. It was their 7th win in a row. Entering the day's action, the Rangers are in 4th place in the AL West, while the Astros are atop the division. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.